gentlemen, welcome to the National Timely Action Hour. This is the show where we talk about everything from Star Wars to comic books and everything in between. My name is Aiden, and I hope that you're doing well today. Today we are doing an unboxing and review of Star Wars The Black Series by Hasbro, C-3PO. This is from the first movie, and this is a reissue. It was originally released back in 2016 as part of the first wave. And I really like these reissued boxes. They're not as classy as the regular ones, but they serve their purposes, plus they still look pretty good in my personal opinion. So the read-up on the back of the box says, C-3PO is a droid programmed for etiquette and protocol. Over the years, he was involved in some of the galaxy's most thrilling battles and is fluent in more than 7 million forms of communication. And here we have the warning. This is not for children under the age of 3 years, so parents please be cautious when giving this to your children. And then we have the warning, the choking hazard, and the legal licensing information, and the Star Wars The Black Series logo, and a cool picture of the character. And here he is in the bubble. I really like it. And this is the archive. And that's what they say when they reissue it. But yeah, let's open this bad boy up and take a closer look. So as I said, this is a reissue from 2016 when this figure was originally released by Hasbro. And let's take a closer look. As you can see, he is gold with the exception of his silver leg here. Now this is screen accurate, and I really like how they sculpted this figure. And you know, I'd say that the likeness is pretty spot on, wouldn't you? But he's got some barcodes and copyright information on the bottom of his feet. And let's go over the articulation. So he can move his arms up, down, around. They are hindered at the elbows because of the little pistons here, but you don't need to do too many crazy poses with 3PO here. His knees, if you will, can bend up and down very well. He can move his legs in and out, kick them up, back. And there's a bit of an ab crunch, and you can see his wiring there. And you can turn his head left, right, up, down, 360 degrees. And yeah, that is the articulation of this figure. But I'm just going to have him, you know, going like, "Oh, Master Luke, well, what are we going to do? Oh." But yeah, I'm just going to have him in, you know, a couple of shocked poses, or maybe just neutral, but we'll see. But I really like this figure. I'm trying to round out the main cast of the original trilogy. As of now, the time of recording, I have Luke Skywalker, I have Princess Leia, I have Chewbacca, now I have C-3PO, and I also have Lando Calrissian and Grand Moff Tarkin. So those are the Star Wars The Black Series figures that I have. And if you'd like to check out my reviews of those other figures, please do so. I'll leave links to those. Also, his feet can point up and down, a little bit of rocking there. But I really like this figure. I bought it on Amazon for about $35 or around $40, I think it was actually. But all of the Black Series figures that I've bought have gone around that price range, so it's affordable, and I really like how they are made. So overall, I think that it's money well spent, and especially if you're a fan of Star Wars and if you're trying to get premium action figures based off of these characters, then the Black Series is definitely a toy line that you should invest in. So for a size comparison, here we have 3PO standing next to Chewbacca, which is definitely the tallest figure that I have in my collection, and that is correct because it's to scale with Peter Mayhew, the late great actor who played Chewbacca, who was 7 feet 2 inches tall. And I do not know how tall Anthony Daniels, who played 3PO, is, but he's not 7 foot 2, so here they are compared together. And for other Black Series figures, let's have him next to Luke. They're about the same height. Maybe 3PO is a bit taller than him. Then let's, oh jeez, put them off on the other side of my desk and they keep falling. So here he is definitely taller than Leia, which makes sense. And here we have him next to Grand Moff Tarkin. I would say they're about the same height. And I have a couple other Hasbro figures just as a comparison. Here he is next to a Japanese Spider-Man from the 70s TV show. And Spider-Man's taller. And here we have him next to Mr. Fantastic from Fantastic Four, the animated series. Now, Mr. Fantastic, definitely much taller, and that is very suitable. And here he is standing next to an old DC Direct Superman, pre-Crisis era inspired. But yeah, Superman, a lot taller and older. It's not in the same scale because it's an older figure, and they back then didn't really try for the 6-inch scale. It was always a really big figure or a really small figure. That's because the mid-2000s they were, trying to change how action figures were made. And anyway, I don't want to go into the history of action figures, but very articulate 3PO. And thank you so much for watching this episode of the National Timely Action Hour. Once again, my name is Aidan. Thank you so much for watching, and I sincerely hope that you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.